Today we're going to be making Chitol Maacher, which is a classic Bengali curry from East Bengal. Even though the original recipe uses chitol, also known as featherback fish, you can also use other commercially available fish paste from Asian stores that have a similar taste and texture. So for this recipe we'll need 500 grams of chitol, which is also known as a featherback fish, or a paste of a similar tasting fish, 6 medium-sized potatoes, 1 teaspoon of ginger paste, 1 tablespoon of onion paste, a half cup of chopped onion, 1 teaspoon of garlic paste, a half teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 dry red chili, 1 or 2 green chilies, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 bay leaf, 1 teaspoon of Bengali Garam masala, mustard oil, salt, and water. This procedure has 3 main portions. First, you'll boil the potatoes and mash them with the fish paste and spices. Then you'll make the fish balls and you'll boil them and fry them. And then you'll put everything together to make the final curry. First, you'll boil 4 of the potatoes and set aside 2 of them to chop up to put in the finished curry. Mash up the 4 boiled potatoes. You can chop up the other 2 at this time, and we'll set the chopped potatoes aside for later. Add the fish paste. Add the ginger paste. Onion paste. Garlic paste. Red chili powder. Turmeric powder, and salt. And then mash those all together. Now we're going to create the balls. We like to put some oil on our hands just so that when we mash them together and make the balls, they don't stick to our palms. Roll the paste into balls that are about 1 inch in diameter. While you're doing this, start boiling some water. When the water starts boiling, add the fish balls. They're going to sink at first, but after some time they'll start to float. And then turn off the heat. Skim out the floating balls with a spatula and then place them on a paper towel and set them aside. Now heat oil in a pan, and when the oil's hot, add the fish balls and start frying. Traditionally they use mustard oil, but you can also use vegetable oil for the deep frying. Turn it over when one side turns brown, and continue frying until all sides are uniformly brown. Then skim them out and put them on a plate with a paper towel to absorb the excess oil, and set that aside. Heat another pan, and when it's hot, add the oil. Then add the dry red chili, a bay leaf, and stir. Then add the chopped onion and stir that for a minute or two. Add the chopped potatoes and fry them until they start to turn slightly brown. Then you'll add the ginger paste, the garlic paste, the cumin powder, the turmeric powder. So stir that for another minute. And then add the water. And mix that well. Add salt. Stir. And cover. When you see the curry start to boil, remove the cover. And then add the fish balls. Mix that. And continue heating for another 2 to 3 minutes. Finally, you'll add the Bengali Garam masala. And then cover and heat that for a minute. And that completes the Chitol Maacher Muitha.